Dan Moskal here, and we're talking about some tips for writing a book, and specifically the big mistake and why this is not like fine red wine. This is part of a bonus video in a series as a free gift for our 8th book, How to Write a Book, The System. So here's the thing. Your dream, your plan of writing your book, if you stick this on the shelf, it's not like fine red wine. Once you've cracked the bottle and opened it, the longer it sits there, the more it's going to go bad. There is an expiration date. And if you start and you don't follow through and actually finish, it will go bad. You won't finish it. You'll be sticking it on a shelf and you'll say, hey, in 3 months, I'll come back and work on it again. In 3 months, that dream will have expired. You won't have any motivation to do it. And the key here is to really make measurable progress in reasonable time. Break it down. Make it easy. Be kind to yourself. Please have a timeline and break it down into step-by steps as we've been discussing here. And be flexible. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself some extensions if you need it. Balance is probably the biggest key, but when you don't keep commitments to yourself, if you're anything like me and have had to pick yourself up by the bootstraps in life in order to become successful, you realize that self-esteem, and when you don't keep even the small commitments to yourself, even the little stuff, such as reading or getting up at the alarm clock, just the little commitments, that has an influence. Everything we do is connected. And when you keep the little commitments and when you follow through on things, it builds your self-esteem, it builds your confidence. And when you finish this first book, even if you don't write the best book in the world, and even if it could have been better, isn't it good enough? You did it. That's awesome. There's so few people of the roughly 80% of Americans that want and dream of writing a book that actually do it. You did. The people that mind, and somebody that leaves some nasty review, he doesn't matter. And the people that matter don't mind if your book isn't perfect. They are fully aware, especially if they're like me, they're fully aware that it's not an easy process. They're fully aware that many authors get very sick, sometimes multiple times. Sometimes they get so overwhelmed with all this stuff, they have a total breakdown because they're stressing themselves out too much. Be kind to yourself. Make measurable progress in reasonable time. And as long as you finish the cross and finish the finish line and publish it, I'll be left satisfied and smiling. And it's not like you can't go back here in 3 years or 3 months or 30 years and do some more, tweak it a little bit, make it a little bit better, because as long as you keep writing, you're going to get better. Just like with driving a car, just like with tying your shoes, just like with anything we do. Please be reasonable. Don't fall victim, and don't think that you can stick it on a shelf and that you'll come back to it in 3 or 4 months. I'm sorry, but there are expiration dates on all our dreams, whether it's writing a book or learning to play the clarinet. We have to follow through in order to achieve. And that's why it's important to be very careful about what you commit to in the first place, because those things that you do commit to, it helps you on so many different levels, regardless of what it is, to actually follow through on it. Even the stuff you don't want to do, because it makes you feel a lot better about yourself and your confidence really grows. And remember, the people that matter won't mind, regardless of if your book is good or not. And the people that do mind really don't matter. I mean, they're complaining about the cost of toilet paper either way. This is Dan Moskal. Please subscribe and join our congregation. Please keep moving forward, because I know you can do it. I know you can. And you can help so many people. And I've got to share this with you real quick. My life was saved. I had a brain aneurysm rupture when I was a kid, and my life is literally owed to a book. That's how we found our surgeon, and we found one of the best surgeons in the world. And things went terribly awry when that happened. And here's the last thing. When you put this dream on a shelf, dude, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Life changes with the snap of your fingers. When I woke up from my brain surgery, I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, I couldn't read, I couldn't write. And God knows I don't want that to happen to you. And God forbid if it did happen, I assure you that the world would be a much better place if you had finished and kept your commitments and followed through and wrote your book and published it and is available to benefit other people. That's what you're really wanting to do with your book. So please, I know you can do it if you do it and follow through with it. And please don't think you can stick anything, any dream, any goal up on a shelf and just come back to it in 3 months. You know, we're not talking about Twinkies here. They don't have an infinite time length. So this is Dan Moskal. Please subscribe and join our congregation. You can also visit the link in the description below. Check out an article for some more tips at our website, danmoskaluniversity.com. You can find all 9 of our books, including How to Write a Book, The System, available at Amazon, iTunes, Barnes & Noble, and in audio book. Please have a fantastic day and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.